Good afternoon. Welcome back to field number 2 here at the Palmasola Softball Complex for game number 3 of the day here. It is day number 16 of the regular season of the Florida Gulf Coast League. And this matchup will feature the Swashbucklers of Sarasota Bay taking on the Manatee Skeeters. I'm Tom Canterbury. Thank you so much for joining us here for our third game of the day here on field number 2. Earlier, it was the River Mocs over the Snowbirds 11-4, and the Sea Cows just held off the Impact 10-9. Here is the starting lineup for the Sarasota Bay Swashbucklers. They are 10-3 entering play here today in the 2:30 window. They're on a 4-game win streak for head coach McKenna Reed, tied for second in FGCL play. Olivia Table that's a player leading things off. Libby Jacques, center field, batting second. Lyndon Cole catching, batting third. Belle Verratti is the extra hitter, batting fourth. Batting fifth is Kate English, the shortstop. First pitch is lined right back to the pitcher. One pitch, one out here in the first. Madeline Willard, third base, batting sixth. Batting seventh, Rusty Riley, the first baseman. Maddie Hoffman, the right fielder, batting eighth. Batting ninth is Shelby Taylor, the left fielder. And Eden Frederick, the second baseman, will bat 10th. They're facing in the circle for the Skeeters, the incoming freshman, right-hander, heading to Walters State, Liliana Acosta. First pitch to Libby Jacques, fouled away for strike one. Acosta, making her 10th appearance for the Skeeters, has pitched 22 innings with a 1-3 record, 55 runs allowed, 39 have been earned, a 12.41 ERA, 51 hits, 10 strikeouts to 30 walks. As a team, the Skeeters have pitched 78 1/3 innings through 13 games, giving up 109 runs, 88 have been earned, team ERA at 7.86. Two and one the count now on Jacques. That ball is skied. Foul ground, first base side, and tracking it down to make the catch is Artanis for out number 2. So now 2 out, nobody on for this catcher, Lyndon Cole. Cole is 11-24, batting .458 with 6 runs scored, 13 runs driven in. 2 homers, a double, 4 walks, and a hit by pitch. As a team through 13 games, the Swashbucklers have a team batting average of .371. They've scored 117 runs, a team on-base percentage of .453. Fly ball to center field. Underneath it is Tomolsky. She'll make the catch for out number 3, and the Swashbucklers down in order here in the first inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. We head to the bottom of the first. No score between the Swashbucklers and the Skeeters. This is the FGCL. We head to the bottom of the first inning. No score between the Swashbucklers and the Skeeters. Here is the starting lineup for the Manatee Skeeters, who are 5-8 Entering play today on a 2-game win streak for head coach Morgan Kostler. They are tied for 8th in FGCL play entering this 2:30 window. Leading things off for the Skeeters will be the shortstop, Lila Tidball. Emma George, right field batting second. Keely Cochran, third base, bats third. Julia Tomolsky, center field, batting fourth. Paige Bishotti, the catcher, will bat fifth. Batting sixth is Kendall Bradshaw, the left fielder. Sydney Totarski, extra hitter, batting seventh. Tegan Riley, designated player, batting eighth. Annalisa Weinbarger, first base, bats ninth. And Alina Artanis, the second baseman, will bat 10th. Facing in the circle for the Swashbucklers, a right-handed junior out of BYU in the transfer portal, Kate Daly. First pitch to Tidball is a called strike. Daly on the year for the Swashbucklers, making her 10th appearance. She's pitched 24 and 2/3 innings, a 3-2 record, 19 runs allowed, 11 have been earned, 3.12 the ERA. 21 hits, 29 strikeouts, and 12 walks. A 134 whip for Dolly on the year. As a team, the Swashbucklers have pitched 80 and 2/3 innings through 13 games, giving up 52 runs, 39 earned, a team ERA at 3.38. Lila Tidball, 11 of 26, 423 the average, 8 runs scored with an RBI, 2 doubles, and 2 walks. As a team, the Skeeters, through 13 games, have a team batting average of 274. They've scored 80 runs, a team on-base percentage of 374. Defensively for the Swashbucklers, Taylor in left, Jock in center, Hoffman in right, Willard at third, English at short, Frederick at second, with Riley at first, Cole behind the plate, Verratti and Table, the DP and extra hitter. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Tidball down on strikes. There's one gone here in the first, which will bring up Emma George. George, 4 of 21, 190 the average, with 7 runs scored, has an RBI and a double, along with 3 walks. This summer here in FGCL play. Earlier today on Field 1, the Circus beat the Squeeze 12-9, and it was the Loggerheads over the Finns 11-8. Slice and the Queens getting underway. We'll get you up to date as that one continues. These two teams tomorrow, the Swashbucklers will take on the Aquanauts at 2:30 here on Field 2. Skeeters and the Snowbirds at 9:30 on Field 2 tomorrow. A 2-game win streak for the Skeeters. They've got a pair of 9-8 victories under their belt here this week. 9-8 over the Finns on Monday and 9-8 over the Impact yesterday. Ground ball back to Dolly, who makes the backhanded stop on a couple of bounces. And there's 2 away. Dolly using the tall frame to get the out there. For the third baseman, Keely Cochran. Cochran is 5 of 25, batting 200. A run scored, 5 runs driven in with a double. A couple of walks and hit by pitch. Swashbucklers have won 4 in a row, including a 6-1 win over the Finns yesterday. Swashbucklers had a 2-day weekend. They had Sunday and Monday off. Sunday everyone had off, but their scheduled off day came the next day. With 14 teams in the league and 2 fields to play, 2 teams every day get a scheduled off day. That's going to fall foul. 3-1. Everyone will get Saturday and Sunday off here this week, July 4th and 5th. Regular season comes to a close on the 20th day on Tuesday. All-Star game a week from today, and the playoffs get underway a week from tomorrow. Single elimination, everyone makes it. A 14-team bracket. Starting on Thursday, a champion crown. Saturday morning, 10 o'clock, the scheduled first pitch. Next Saturday, to crown a champ. Three-two drops in for a called strike 3, and the Skeeters down in order here in the first. Kate Daly, 2 strikeouts in the first inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. We played an inning, 0-0. Skeeters Swashbucklers. This is the FGCL. Zero-zero between the Swashbucklers and the Skeeters as we head to the second inning. Belverati leading things off for the Swashbucklers. Here in the second, facing Liliana Acosta out for her second inning for the Skeeters. First pitch swinging, and that's through for a base hit. Back up the middle. First hit of the day for the Swashbucklers. First base runner for either team. And that'll bring up Katie English. English, 14-29. Batting .483, 12 runs scored, 12 runs driven in. A homer, 2 doubles. The defensive alignment for the Skeeters. Bradshaw in left, Tomolsky in center, George in right. Cochran at third, Tidball at short, Artanis at second, Weinbarger at first with Bashadi behind the plate. Riley and Totarski, the DP and extra hitter. 2-0, 3 balls, no strikes. They throw it back down. Ferrari's back in time. Called strike, 3-1. Acosta from Murfreesboro, Tennessee, headed to Walters State as a two-way player. Out of Blackman High School in Murfreesboro. That's a fly ball. Deep left center, left field. That one's back and foul. Home run distance, but not quite the direction. It was foul by a few feet down the left field line. And the count's full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. That's popped up on the infield, and Artanis is there to make the catch for the first out of the inning. So 1 out, runner on first now. Madeline Willard is the batter. Willard, 6 out of 26, batting .231 on the season. 3 runs scored, 6 RBIs, has 2 doubles, and 3 walks. That's lined right back up the middle. Kicks off the second base bag for a base hit, and it gets past Tomolsky. Rounding third is Verratti. She will score. The throw to third is in time to get the runner at third. But the Swashbucklers taking the 1-0 lead. So that'll be a single for Willard. And the error in the outfield, allowing the run to score. But then Willard is out at third. That's to the right center field gap and all the way to the wall. Now digging for second and sliding in safely is Rusty Riley. They'll bring up the right fielder, Maddie Hoffman, as the Skeeters try to settle things down. So it was a hard hit single by Willard, the misplay in center, excuse me, allowing the run to score. Out and made in the outfield, and now the double by Riley. First pitch to Maddie Hoffman's outside for ball 1. Hoffman batting a robust .531. 17 of 32 with 16 runs scored, 16 driven in. A homer, 2 triples, 5 doubles, 7 walks and a hit by pitch. .625 the on-base percentage for Hoffman. Trying to add to the 1-0 lead for the Swashbucklers here in the top of the second. That's fouled away. Going over the up-to-date FGCL standings, entering this 2:30 window, of day 16. The Slicer in first place at 11-2. Swashbucklers and Rivermocks tied for second at 10-3. The Squeeze in fourth at 9-4. Rodeo in fifth, 7-6. You had the Finns in sixth at 7-7. Circus now in seventh place at 6-8. Three-way tie at 5-8 for eighth place with the Aquanauts, Skeeters, and Queens. And that will be ball four for Hoffman. Three-way tie for 11th at 5-9 with the Impact, Snowbirds, and Loggerheads. And then you have the Sea Cows in 14th place coming off the victory at 4-10. So 2 outs, runners on first and second for Shelby Taylor. Taylor is 11-27, batting .407. 11 runs scored, 5 runs driven in, has a double, and 5 walks, and a 500 OBP on the year. So back-to-back players in the bottom half of the order for head coach McKenna Reed with over 500 on base percentages. And they've both drawn walks. So bases loaded, 2 outs for the 10-hole hitter, Eden Frederick. Frederick is 15-35, batting .429, 13 runs scored, 4 runs driven in, has a double, a couple of walks, and a big chance here. First pitch drops a bit low for ball 1. The meeting in the circle. Bishotti going out, talk things over with Acosta. One nose back to Acosta. She has it. We'll throw to first to get the out and retire the side. Swashbucklers score a run, but lead the bases loaded here in the second. 1 run on 3 hits. There was 1 error and 3 left. We head to the bottom of the second. 1-0. Swashbucklers with the lead. This is the FTCL. 1-0 Swashbucklers as we head to the bottom of the second inning. Julia Tomolsky will lead things off for the Skeeters here in the bottom of the second. Kate Daly back out for her second inning of work. Tomolsky is 9 of 32, batting .281. 7 runs scored, 7 RBIs with a homer, a double, and 4 walks. First pitch is right in there for a called strike. Kate Daly, the junior at BYU in 2026, is in the transfer portal from Tremonton, Utah. Redshirted in 2026. Ground ball to second. Stop made by Frederick. The throw's in time, and there's one away. For the Cougars in 2025, Daly had a .260 ERA and 91 2/3 innings pitched. 93 hits, 43 runs, 34 earned, 42 walks, 86 strikeouts, and an 8-6 record for BYU. Working back from an arm injury that resulted in 5 screws being put in there. But seems to be back to 100%. Looking for a new home. Paige Bishotti is now the batter. Schwadi is 2 of 17, batting 118, with 6 runs scored, an RBI, and 8 walks, a 400 OBP. Trying to get something started with 1 out here in the bottom of the second inning. Swashbucklers with the 1-0 lead. Ground ball, that's going to get through. Base hit in the right field for Paige Bishotti. First hit of the game for the Skeeters and the first base runner. And that'll bring up Kendall Bradshaw. Bradshaw is 11 of 25, batting .440, with 17 runs scored, 11 RBIs, second in the league with 5 home runs, a double, and 8 walks. Grounds that one to short, stepping on the bag for 1, and turning the double play is English and the Bucklers. No runs on a hit, no errors, nobody left. We played 2, 1-0 Swashbucklers, says the FTCL. Swashbucklers with a 1-0 lead as we head to the top of the third inning after turning a tailor-made double play to end the second. We'll have the top of the order due up. Table, Jock, and Cole. facing Liliana Acosta in the circle for the Skeeters. Leave a table, lead things off. She lined out her first time up. The sophomore from Coral Springs, Florida. This past season at Stetson in the transfer portal. First pitch is a strike. For the Hatters was 3 of 9 with a couple of runs scored. Can play the violin. That bunt is down and it will kick foul. Over on field one, they're in the bottom of the third inning. The Slice with a 1-0 lead over the Queens. That's the line just past the diving Tidball at short. So a single for Ava Table. Starts things off here in the third inning for the Swashbucklers. That brings up Libby Jocks. She is over 1. Fouled out her first time. And that one is hammered to deep left field, but underneath it to make the catch up against the wall is Bradshaw. It was a hit and run. Scampering back in time is Table. Jacques really got a hold of that one, but it fell just short of getting out of here. And there's one gone. That brings up Lyndon Cole. She's 0 for 1. She had a fly out her first time. Cole, a sophomore in 2026 at Arkansas Rich Mountain, and is in the transfer portal from Gadsden, Tennessee. Started her career at Pensacola State College. For Arkansas Rich Mountain this past season, batted .424, 64 of 151, 62 RBIs with 15 homers, a couple triples, 14 doubles, and 44 runs scored. Fouls that one away. So a Swashbuckler win and a Slice loss would tie those two teams at the top of the standings.
2-1.
And I believe the Swashbucklers would have the tiebreaker with the head-to-head advantage over the Slice. Ground ball to short. They underhanded to second for 1, and the Skeeters return the favor with a 6-4-3 double play. And ending the inning for the Swashbucklers here in the third. No runs on a hit, no errors, nobody left. We head to the bottom of the third inning. Still 1-0 Swashbucklers. This is the FGCL. We head to the bottom of the third inning, 1-0 Swashbucklers. Sydney Tozarski leading things off for the Skeeters. Ground ball to second. Frederick's there. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the third. Both teams' defenses turning double plays in the last 2 half innings. Tegan Riley now the batter. Riley is 9 of 29, batting .310 on the season. Swing and a miss, strike 1. 3 runs scored, 7 runs driven in with a double, and 3 walks. Wave that a miss. Valley fooled Riley there with the off speed. She takes a minute before she sets back in. She's now ready. The 0-2 outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. That's through for a base hit down the left field line. And Tegan Riley with the second hit of the day for the Skeeters. Runner on with 1 away. Now bring up the first baseman, Annalisa Weinbarger. Weinbarger, 8 of 26, batting .308. 6 runs scored, 11 RBIs with 3 homers and 4 walks. Ground ball, that's through for a base hit, back up the middle. And back-to-back singles now, put runners on first and second with 1 away for the Skeeters. Trying to get on the board here, down 1-0. For Alina Artanis. Artanis, 10 of 28, .357 the average, 6 runs scored, 5 runs driven in. All 10 hits have been singles with 2 walks. Ground ball up the middle, that hits off the second base bag, and that's a base hit. The very definition. Both English and Frederick both went for it and kind of just got right in between them off the second base bag, and 3 straight singles now load the bases with 1 away for the Skeeters here in the bottom of the third. McKenna Reed now out talking with Daly and Cole. Lila Tidball will be the batter. She struck out her first time up. An opportunity for the Skeeters now to get on the board, down 1-0. 1 out, bottom of the third. First pitch is low for ball 1. It's back to the pitcher. They throw to home for 1 and turn the double play. Second straight inning. The Swashbucklers have turned 2 to keep the Skeeters off the board. And this time they do it with the bases loaded. No runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 left. We played 3. Swashbucklers lead at 1-0. This is the FGCL. We move to the fourth inning. Swashbucklers with a 1-0 lead over the Skeeters. Verratti, English, and Willard due up for the Swashbucklers here in the fourth. Verratti has scored the lone run of the game so far, singled and scored in the second inning. Over on field one, they are in the fourth inning. Top of the fourth. Slice with a 1-0 lead over the Queens. It's been very interesting here today so far. Each window have had two very similar games. First pitch to Verratti is fouled away for strike one. Swashbucklers with a run on 4 hits, no errors, 3 left. Skeeters, no runs on 4 hits, 1 error, and 2 runners left on base. Brady is sophomore at App State in 2026 and is in the transfer portal from Greensboro, North Carolina. Was a PO at App State this past year, getting at-bats here in the FGCL and taking advantage. That's fouled back. The 1-2 and Verratti, fly ball, left field, and sticking with it to make the catch is Bradshaw. There's one away. And one out now for Kate English, the shortstop. She's 0 for 1. She popped out her first time. Shallow right field, charging in to make the catch is George for out number 2. I'll bring up third baseman, Madeline Willard. She singled her first time up. That resulted in a run scoring after an error, and then was thrown out at third. First pitch is a called strike. Willard, a freshman at Arkansas Monticello in 2026. From Salina, Texas. Down the count now, 0-2. It's in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes. It's a little low and inside. The count's full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, nobody on. Top of the 4th inning. Swashbucklers trying to add to their 1-0 lead over the Skeeters. Fly ball, shallow right center. Catch is made, and that'll do it. For the Bucklers here in the 4th inning, they go down in order. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. We head to the bottom of the 4th, still 1-0. Swashbucklers with the lead. This is the FGCL. We head to the bottom of the 4th inning. Swashbucklers with a 1-0 lead over the Skeeters. Several changes for the Swashbucklers in the field, starting with a new pitcher. Kate Daly will turn things over to Belverady. Daly went 3 innings, 4 hits, no runs, no walks, and 2 strikeouts. First pitch is popped up and caught from Emma George. Verady came out of the circle to make the catch for out number 1. Verady in the circle for the Swashbucklers, making her 11th appearance. She's pitched 27 innings, a 3-1 record, 14 runs allowed, 11 earned, 2.58 the ERA, 22 hits, 18 strikeouts to 14 walks. Keely Cochran now the batter. First pitch misses for ball 1. Other changes for the Swashbucklers all coming on the infield. Willard still at third, but Garrett Griggs now in at short. Packett at second. Wade now at first, and Savant is behind the plate. Two O's fouled away, 2-1. Swung on a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Cochran's 0 for 1, struck out her first time up. Freshman at Minnesota in 2026. From Beaumont, California. Was 3 of 24 for the Gophers, batted 125 with 2 RBIs, had 2 runs scored. The payoff, swing and a miss, strike 3. Two gone. Now for Julia Tomolsky. 0 for 1 with a ground out. Tomolsky, a freshman at Elon from Tampa, Florida. Was 3 of 10 with 3 RBIs, a home run, and 4 runs scored. First pitch is a called strike. Brady looks in. Here comes the 1-1. Fouled away. Back behind us, the ball and 2 strikes. One, two. That's taken to shallow right field, charging in and unable to make the diving catch is Hoffman. Digging for second and out at second is Tomolsky. Tried to take the extra bases. The ball didn't get as far away from Hoffman as she thought. Hoffman jumped up, made the throw for out number 3. The Skeeters here in the 4th. No runs on a hit, no errors, and nobody left. We played 4, still 1-0 Swashbucklers. It's the FGCL. Jada Wade getting her first at-bat to start things off here in the 5th inning for the Swashbucklers. Bucklers lead at 1-0. Leon Acosta back out for her 5th inning work for the Skeeters. It's a well-hit ball to left field, but underneath it, unable to make the catch in left field is Bradshaw, and that's going to be an E7, getting Wade to second base. Just misjudged it off the bat and couldn't get back in time to make the catch. So 2 base error starts things off for the Swashbucklers here in the 5th. Maddie Hoffman now the batter. First pitch is high for ball 1. Hoffman, redshirt freshman at Oklahoma State in 2026. That one's fouled away. For the Cowgirls, batted .405, 15 of 37 with 12 RBIs, had 4 homers, a triple, 3 doubles, and 6 runs scored after redshirting in 2025. Big fan of Andy's ice cream, aren't we all? It's fouled off again. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Known people on road trips to walk for miles to find Andy's ice cream. I'm not one of those people. I'll drive. The 1-2. That one's taken to left center field, and that one is not caught. Staying at third is Wade. Bradshaw tried to make a really good catch in the gap, and that's going to be a double. So a double for Hoffman. Not normal effort to try to make that catch for Bradshaw. Now both runners are in scoring position. Still nobody out. And Shelby Taylor now the batter with 2 runners in scoring position and nobody out. That's fouled off. It's going to get out of play. 4 strike 1. Ground ball to second. Stop made by Artanis. She'll get the out at first, but coming in to score is Wade, and the Swashbucklers take the 2-0 lead on the RBI ground out. Unearned run scores, but they count. And that will bring up the second baseman, Eden Frederick. She grounded out her first time. Fouled away for strike 1, and correction, it's a new batter for the Swashbucklers, Zaylee Packett, getting her first at-bat. Packett, 4 of 24, batting .167, 4 runs scored, 4 RBIs with a couple of walks in FGCL play. That's a ground ball to second again. Artanis makes the stop and the throw, and that's back-to-back RBI groundouts for the Swashbucklers. It's now 3-0. So the Swashbucklers manufacture a couple. And we go back to the top of the order. Leave a table, who is 1 for 2 with a line out and a single. First pitch misses for ball 1. Three balls, no strikes. Three-one is chopped fair down the third base line. The throw is in time from Cochran, who made a barehanded stop and throw to get the speedy table for out number 3 to retire the side. The Swashbucklers score a pair of unearned runs here in the 5th inning. 2 runs on 1 hit. There was 1 error and nobody left. And they are going to challenge play first, so hold on. So the call is upheld. She's out, and that is the end of the inning. Stretching here on field 2. 3-0 Swashbucklers with the lead. Due up for the Skeeters here in the bottom of the 5th, trying to answer back. It'll be Bashadi, Bradshaw, and Totarski. Belverady back out now for her 2nd inning of work. Over on field 1, they are in the bottom of the 5th inning as well, and the Slice and the Queens are knotted up at 2. Paige Bashadi will lead things off. She singled her first time. Bashawati is a freshman at Ohio Northern in 2026. From Royal Oak, Michigan. Went 1 for 4 with an RBI in her freshman year. Getting the reps here in the FGCL. Right in there for the strike, and the count's full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Payoff pitch. One hopper back to Verady. She has it. Makes the underhand throw. Pulls Wade off first base, but she makes the tag for out number 1. She did the hard part and almost had an issue with the easier part, but got the out. There's one away. That'll bring up Kendall Bradshaw. 0 for 1, grounded into a double play, her first time. Bradshaw Jr. at Appalachian State, where she transferred from Gaston College. And she was all region in 2025. For the Mountaineers, batted .306 this past season, 34 of 111, 25 RBIs with 7 homers, 2 triples, 4 doubles, and 27 runs scored. One is swung on and missed. It's a ball and 2 strikes. One, 2. Bradshaw fouls it back. Stays alive. 1 ball, 2 strikes. In the dirt, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Another 2-2, another foul ball. One just missed a little bit outside, and the count's full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out, nobody on. Bottom of the 5th. Swashbucklers with a 3-0 lead. Skeeters trying to get something going offensively. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 2 gone. The Skeeters have had their last 3 innings end with either a double play or an out on the base paths. So 2 out, nobody on now for Sydney Totarski. She grounded out her first time up. Lined and caught at first for out number 3. And some more stellar defense from the Swashbucklers here in the 5th inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. We head to the 6th inning, 3-0. Swashbucklers with the lead. This is the FGCL. Libby Jocks leading things off here in the 6th inning. Swashbucklers with a 3-0 lead. Jocks is 0 for 2 with a foul out and a fly out. First pitch swinging. Hard hit ball to Tidball at short. She has it and makes a throw for out number 1. Liliana Acosta has pitched well for the Skeeters here through now 5 1/3. She's given up 5 hits and 3 runs, only 1 earned. Kylie Savant will be the batter, getting her first at-bat of the day. Savant, a freshman at Houston in 2026, entered the portal and is headed to South Alabama. Savant on the season is 5 of 19, batting .263, 4 runs scored, 4 runs driven in, a couple of doubles, 5 walks, and a hit by pitch. 440 OBP. That's inside for ball 4. 4-pitch walk to Savant. We'll now bring up the pitcher, Belle Verady. Verady 1 for 2. Singled and scored in the 2nd, had a fly out in the 4th. Well, first pitch drops in for a strike. Ground ball to first. Weinbarker knocks it down. Will step on the bag, which wipes off the force. So safe at second is Savant. So there's now 2 away with a runner on second. And that will bring up Garrett Griggs for the first time today. Griggs, a freshman at Alabama in 2026, here in FGCL play. He's batting .429, 15 of 35, 10 runs scored with an RBI, has a homer, a triple, and 2 doubles, along with 3 walks. .474 the on-base percentage, now down the count 0-2. The 0-2 is slapped, and that's going to get through for a base hit in the left field. And Griggs never stopped. It's a double for Garrett Griggs. Savant to third. And now 2 runners are in scoring position with 2 outs for Madeline Willard. Willard 1 for 2 with a single in the third and a flyout in the fifth. One 0 is inside, almost hit her. 2 balls, no strikes. Two 0. That's fouled back. 2-1. They're heading to the 7th over on field 1 in a 2-2 ball game between the Slice and the Queens. Here it's 3-0 in the top of the 6th. The 3-1. Ground ball back at the middle. That's through for a base hit. 1 run will score. Here comes Griggs. She will score as well. 2 RBI single off the bat of Madeline Willard. And the Swashbucklers have opened this one up. It's now 5-0. And that brings up Jada Wade, who reached on error and scored in the 5th. Hard hit ball to second, a diving stop. The underhand throw is in time from Artanis for out number 3 to retire the side. But the Swashbucklers add to their lead here in the 6th as they get 2 runs on 2 hits. There were no errors and 1 left. We head to the bottom of the 6th, 5-0. Swashbucklers with the lead. This is the FGCL. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Swashbucklers now with a 5-0 lead over the Skeeters. After 2 innings, Belverady will turn things over to a new pitcher for the Swashbucklers. Allison Sparkman now in the circle. Junior righty out of Florida. Sparkman here in FGCL play, making her 13th appearance for the Swashbucklers. 29 innings, a 4-0 record. First pitch to Tegan Riley is a one-hopper to short. Griggs makes a stop in the throw, and there's one gone here in the 6th. Sparkman's given up 19 runs, 17 have been earned for a 4.10 ERA. 29 hits, 26 strikeouts, and 27 walks. And one out, that will bring up first baseman Annalisa Weinbarger, who singled her first time. Weinbarger takes that one into right field, coming up throwing, and throwing it wild is Hoffman. But that'll just be a single for Weinbarger. The throw on line might have had a chance, but 2 for 2 day for Weinbarger, and that will bring up Aliva Artanis. She singled her first time. Ground ball to third. They throw to second to get one. Won't be able to turn the double play, but does get the lead runner. So Artanis reaches on the fielder's choice. 2 out now, runner on first for Lila Tidball. Tidball 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a double play. Ground ball, that's going to go foul. Checked her swing on a changeup, fouled it off. It was a hit and run. The 1-2. It's lifted to shallow center field. On the run is Jacques. She'll make the catch for out number 3 to retire the side. For the Skeeters here in the 6th, no runs on a hit, no errors, and 1 left. We head to the 7th, 5-0 Swashbucklers. This is the FGCL. We head to the 7th inning. Swashbucklers with the 5-0 lead. Maddie Hoffman leading things off for the Swashbucklers here in the 7th. She walked in the 2nd, doubled and scored in the 5th. Liliana Acosta back out now for her 7th inning of work for the Skeeters. Over on field 1, the Slice have opened things up. A 4-run 7th inning. They lead it 6-2 over the Queens. As the first pitch to Hoffman is to the backstop for ball 1. The Slice like to score in the 7th inning. Yesterday had a walk-off grand slam over the Sea Cows, scoring 4 in the 7th to win. They're the visiting team here today, but they've just put up a 4 spot in the top of the 7th to hold off, or try to hold off a Queens upset bid. Fly ball, shallow left field. Bradshaw will charge in to make the catch. 1 gone. Now bring up the left fielder, Shelby Taylor. She's 0 for 1, walked in the 2nd, RBI ground out in the 5th. First pitch misses outside for ball 1. Chopper back to Acosta. She grabs it, makes the throw for out number 2. So now 2 out, nobody on for Zaylee Packett. She's 0 for 1, also with an RBI ground out her first time up back in the 5th inning. Packett, fly ball, left field, way back, way gone! Zaylee Packett with a solo homer. It's 6-0 Swashbucklers. For Packett, that's her first home run, her first extra base hit of the summer, and she now has 6 RBIs on the year. Now brings up Oliva Table. Table 1 for 3 with a single back in the 3rd. Puts down a bunt, and it's perfectly placed. No chance. Bunt single for Table. They'll bring up Libby Jocks. She is 0 for 3. Foul out, fly out, ground out. First pitch is high for ball 1. That's fouled off. 2-1. Three one is inside for ball 4. So even though the runner was going, it was a walk, so no stolen base. Runners now on first and second with 2 outs. And Kylie Savant, the batter. Savant walked and scored her first time up in the 6th inning. That's lined back up the middle down for a base hit. Rounding third is Table. She will come in to score. And that's an RBI single off the bat of Kylie Savant. And it is now 7-0. So Table scores. Jacques to third. Runners are on the corners with 2 outs. And Belvrady will be the batter. She's 1 for 3. Single and scored back in the 2nd, a fly out in the 4th, and a ground out in the 6th. That's well hit to deep center field. Ranging back and making the catch up against the wall is Tomolsky for out number 3. She had no more room to make the play, but she did it. And that'll do it for the Swashbucklers here in the 7th. But Sarasota Bay adds to their lead here in the 7th inning as they get 2 runs on 3 hits. No errors and 2 left. We head to the bottom of the 7th, the last chance for the Skeeters. 7-0 Swashbucklers. This is the FGCL. First pitch to Emma George. Grounded out to first. Nice snag by Wade, and there's one gone here in the bottom of the 7th inning. It's 7-0 Swashbucklers. That brings up third baseman Keely Cochran. Cochran's 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts today. Ground ball to second. Nice hop for Packett. She makes a stop in the throw for out number 2, and the Skeeters are down to their final out. So 2 out, nobody on for Julia Tomolsky, who just made a great catch to end the top of the 7th inning. Trying to keep the game alive for the Skeeters. Tomolsky is 1 for 2, grounded out in the 4th, singled in the 4th, and was thrown out at second, trying to stretch it into a double. Ground ball to third. Willard's there, makes a stop. The throw's in time for out number 3. Skeeters go down in order here in the 7th, and that's the ball game. Your final score: Swashbucklers 7, Skeeters nothing. With the win, the Swashbucklers improved to 11 and 3, and they now have a 5-game win streak. Skeeters have their 2-game win streak snapped. They fall to 5-9. Winning pitcher for the Swashbucklers is Kate Daly, and the losing pitcher going complete for the Skeeters is Liliana Acosta. Final line for today's ball game: Swashbucklers 7 runs on 10 hits, no errors, and 6 left. Skeeters, no runs on 6 hits, 2 errors, and 3 runners left on base. 7-0 Swashbucklers, your final score. That wraps up day number 16 here on field number 2. We'll be back tomorrow with another triple header starting at 9:30. Until then, for everyone here at the FGCL, I'm Tom Canterbury. Thank you for joining us, and good evening from Bradenton.